Welcome to today's BookTrib live chat. We are joined by none other than Kyle Walters, co-creator and star of The New Adventures of Peter and Wendy. This iconic children's tale turned modern is fun, flirty, and one of my favorite series to date. Shh, don't tell any of the others or they'll get jealous. Here at BookTrib, we believe that the folks over at New Peter and Wendy are breathing new life into the rom-com. So Kyle is here to chat with us about season 1, and if we badger him enough, he might give us the lowdown on what's in store for the Neverland gang in season 2. And then also the fans are in for a treat. We're in for a treat because one lucky winner will receive an HD download of the entire first season. So head on over to booktrib.com at the end of the chat to enter to win. So thanks for joining us, Kyle.
Hello!
Hi! We're so happy to have you here. People have been sending in questions, and I'm sure that the fans are eager to ask you some of them. So before we get started, let's just start with something easy. What about Peter Pan made you think it would work well as a vlog-style web series?
Oh, it's Swiss. Oh, what?
What made you think that?
Oh! Hello, you sneaky devil!
I'm super sneaky and super glad to not have jury duty today. Shirking.
Yes, we are all excited.
Paula,
Virtual surprise for everybody.
Questions. Thank you.
Well, welcome. We are happy to have you as well.
Thank you, guys.
Well, I love Peter Pan, and I feel like lots of people do. And the novel very recently turned into public domain. That's a huge part of it, actually, for the money, the green.
Haha, but I'm filming too.
And I feel like it's definitely a character that's on the pulse right now with Once Upon a Time, the movie, the live musical on NBC. Etc. And I have a hard time growing up, so that sort of makes sense.
Well, that all makes sense. All right, so we have a lot of questions, so let's just dig through these. We can start off with, from Brenna. The intro song would make a perfect ringtone. Any plans to release something like that in the new Peter and Wendy store?
Intriguing. Yeah, check Monday. I'll have it on there on Monday. How's that sound?
I believe we spoke to Jason.
Oh!
Very good. No, yes, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be there Monday.
That's it.
It'll be there Monday.
Oh, you heard that here. Grace says, Season 1 was successfully funded through Kickstarter. How can the fans help to make sure a Season 2 and 3 and 4 happen?
Excellent question, at least as far as 2 and 3.
Hi, Grace.
Hi, Grace.
I guess you're hearing it here first. Tomorrow morning, we're going to launch another crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo to help fund seasons 2 and even season 3.
Ooh, that is exciting. You heard it here first. Oh,
so it launches at 10 a.m. Ohio time tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's early here.
I know, it's early.
Okay.
Gotta get up and help. Come on, guys, we can do this. This question was sent in by a fan. Who's a better kisser?
Oh.
Ooh.
Hello, Anonymous.
Who's the
Lena is, she was in the Welcome to Sandy.
Between her and I?
Yeah.
Well, I would have to kiss her so we could figure it out.
That question's for me. It's not for you. This question's for me.
I don't think that's how it works. That's not what fans are asking.
No, it's for everybody.
Well, that is
Blushing McGee over here.
I know. I don't think I can actually answer the question.
Okay.
But no,
I see how it is.
I'll close my eyes.
I don't like to kiss and tell. But I mean, obviously, I kiss them. So.
Or have you? Dun dun dun. Let's see. We have a lot to get through, I guess.
We should have just gone with me kissing her.
Yeah, that would have been a good answer.
Hannah says, have you cast Hook yet for season 2, and will we be seeing any interaction between him and Peter in the future?
We have cast some people that will be announced shortly during the campaign, but not all of the characters for season 2.
That's incredibly vague. No, we have not cast Hook yet.
I
said it!
All right.
We have not cast Hook. There will obviously be a Hook. There definitely will be a Hook.
I look forward to that cast
calm yourself.
session.
Yeah. And then,
I think we all do.
Do you guys have any suggestions for what we should make him do? Make sure he can play Hook?
Ooh. I got nothing.
Take your shirt off. What?
No, Hook.
That's a very important character trait. Maybe pirates don't always wear shirts.
This is a G-rated interview.
G-rating can cover dudes saying shirts.
But to answer the second part of the question, or we'll be here forever, yes, they're going to interact. We like to stay true to the book, and so as much as possible. And so their rivalry and history together will be very similar and rivalrous.
Woo! Will there be any sword fights, or is that just my wish?
Maybe metaphorically. Oh, wait, because that then turns into something naughty, too.
No, this is G-rated.
Oh, G-rated.
She
wins all the awards.
Yeah, right. No, I can say that they could. There will probably be a fight. It's not going to be like West Side Story where they snap.
Can we do it like West Side Story and sing off? Dance off.
Maybe.
I'm going to talk to Sean.
Great.
Do it. Bex Key says, I love the way that Tink is introduced as a fairy, still, and it's just taken for granted despite the modern setting. Was she ever going to be something other than a point-of-view camera?
She was.
She was going to be. Initially, Sean and I were going to have her as Peter's sister and have her be another actress. She was actually an actress. There was a friend of ours who we were going to cast, and in talking to her, she came up with the idea for Take Point of View, essentially writing her out of the show.
That'll teach us actors. Come up with stuff.
Right.
It's fantastic, and you'll be able to see her in the Frankenstein.
Oh, they don't know who. I didn't say who.
There's a couple girls in it.
And we don't know this yet, but if we ever do see Tinkerbell, it'll be this actress.
I know who this actress is because I'm just awesome, but I won't say it. I'll just let everybody just imagine it.
Yeah. I like how the name Kyle Walker is in your head.
It is?
Yeah,
it is. You are not. This is a lie. You are not Kyle Walters. Jennifer says, how often do you get off track on set?
How many times have we gotten off track in this interview?
We do have a really fun blooper reel that will come out during the Indiegogo campaign as some levels are reached.
I was thinking of launching it when we had 2,000 Facebook fans.
Or we can do that.
What do you think about that?
It'll come out at some point.
There'll be gag
Make them
reels.
want it. Come on.
It'll reveal how often Paula says other things that aren't her lines.
But to be fair, we had a really fast shooting schedule for season 1, so you could do it quickly and then you had to get back on track.
We filmed 25 pages a day.
Was that all? I thought we did 90 on the 2 days that we were here.
It was like 25.
It was like a lot. No, it was more than 25.
No, it was
more than
maybe
25.
it was like 26 and a half.
It's like 90.
I was rounding to an easy number.
Counting like by dog years or something.
Yeah, so you can take the answer to your question here. Take the percentage we were actually answering a question and the percentage we were just rambling, and that will be your answer.
That seems like a lot of math, and we have. Yes. I'll never grow up. I'm right there with you. When you sat down to translate Peter Pan into a rom-com, what was the most important thing you wanted to retain from the original story?
I guess just the essence of it. I know that's vague, but I read it about 10 times, and I read it multiple times throughout the script process. I was always looking for quotes to pull out, character likenesses to adapt. Um, but we're essentially taking the novel and tearing it up into the 3-act structure, which is what the 3 seasons is going to be.
Or do you think you'd ever go beyond it if you had the opportunity to, like create something different from it?
The story that we have is 3 seasons. If time and money dictates we go further, we may. But at the end of season 3, we will feel like we have accomplished our goals.
Oh, but a mermaid with a music video would be cool.
Yeah, it would.
Make it happen. Make it happen. Jess says, how was Comic-Con? Did you attend any panels, receive any odd presents from the fans?
Oh, Comic-Con was great.
Crazy. It was fun.
Yeah, it was my first time.
Not my first time.
I did not want to stand in any lines for panels. That did not interest me much.
I was on 2 panels, and then a bunch of signings, and we had our big fan meetup, which was super, super fun.
That was fun.
And Brennan Murray won the hug-off title away from Brent Bailey. So currently holds the crown to be challenged to the next meetup. It was
someone made us mini cinnamon rolls. Those were delicious.
They did?
Ooh.
I must have eaten yours.
But no, it was great. It's like a massive sea of people of craziness, but really quite fun, and just a huge soup of all fandoms with crazy diary entries split in between, like, oh, and there's Nathan Fillion, and there's, all your favorite characters just happen to be kind of milling about, which is fun.
In one place, which is awesome.
We put out Influencer Lounge a bit because we needed a break and to charge our phones, and the free drinks and food weren't bad at all.
Yeah. Hannah says, I'm impressed with Tink's typing skills. How does a fairy type? My bet is on her feet.
Lots of yoga. No, the way I picture it.
Can you show us?
No, I'm not going to show you how a fairy types.
Jump on
that. No. In my mind, it's sort of like in True Blood when the vampires can move really fast. Yeah. You don't know this, but then the fairy, because in our show she types really fast, but she can move at super speeds if she wants to. But
that's interesting.
But she, her hand is essentially, or foot is the size of a button, so she has to press it with her whole hand.
It's like
that seems like it's hard work.
Or like Tom Hanks in Big.
Oh, yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah, I like that answer. Let's go.
Ooh, yes. I like that too. Maddie says, if you could be an Avenger, which one would you be?
Which one definitely makes it? Which one has a close costume?
Hulk.
I don't like Hulk. Oh, it's not a cool costume. I like Hawkeye. He's really cool. Or...
Well, I'm going to take a cheap answer and say Spider-Man. He has been an Avenger at one point, and he's the superhero I would be.
We need more girl Avengers. Only the one,
well,
right?
Scarlet Witch is coming.
Yes, I agree with it.
Isn't she Scarlet Witch like villainish?
She has been a villain.
She did have a really cool costume. I do like Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Can you make me a new one? Can I be a new Avenger?
Who would you be if you were a new Avenger?
I would have holographic costumes.
You'd make a great Dazzler.
Yeah, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a real one?
She's a mutant.
Okay, I'll go with that. Is she holographic color?
Oh no, you would be awful. She sings. Never mind.
No.
Ow!
Oh, fighting words going on over there. Valerie Miller says, will the series be coming out on DVD?
Hi, Valerie. Yes. It's one of our perks for the crowdfunding campaign thing that happens tomorrow.
Yay! That is awesome. Kenneth says, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
This is some sort of inside pop culture joke that I'm supposed to know, I
I
think.
don't.
Wow, that's good.
Google that.
You want to Google it? Wait.
Nothing.
No.
Moving on.
Dang it! Dang it! I knew I should have known that. Oh no!
Kyle hates birds.
Yes. Callie says each character has so many layers. You're really rooting for each one of them, even Lily and Tink. How important was it to make these characters have depth and just not, be funny and that stuff?
Very important to the actors, I imagine, to you guys. Great.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the core of the show, we're sort of dealing with growing up, balancing grown-up things with childhood things. Yeah, that's great. You can quote me on that.
Okay.
But not everyone grows up in the same path or has the same aspirations. So for us, it was very important to show as many of these.
Make them real.
Yeah.
So that people can relate to them and see themselves in different aspects of a character or in different characters.
And I think huge kudos to Sean, the writer, for doing that. And the actors, yeah, they did it. But
I think you all as a team just make something great.
yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Josh says, spoiler alert, hopefully everybody has watched the season, but just so you know, if you haven't, don't listen to this question. Why do you think Peter didn't go with Wendy? Was he scared to leave Neverland?
I know, right?
Look at that face! Why wouldn't you go? You're so mean.
I know. It's
That's a tough thing to shoot.
It was really tough. Because I've been on Wendy's side of the situation before, and I think the biggest answer is fear of the unknown. That it's really comfortable to be where you are and where you have fun and
Don't you know?
yeah, and it's hard because he definitely sees Wendy as the love of his life, but he hasn't necessarily learned what that means yet. And yeah.
Set us up with a really nice act two.
Yes, right.
Probably blame Jan Barrie.
Yeah, I mean he does. It's that answer was me trying to rationalize and modernize the scene in the book where Peter just shakes her hand and doesn't go with her. So in the book it's because he's a dick, and seconds after she leaves, he's just gonna forget that she ever existed. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But
boys are jerks.
Mm. Sadness.
Why do you think
Totally.
Wendy didn't stay?
Because she was going after her dreams.
Look out, follow your dreams and take that leap of faith.
I know that answer.
Said every fan comment we had.
Some people were on Peter's side.
A very small percentage. So how did you settle on comic book illustrator for Peter Pan, and what other jobs were in the running?
Yeah. Well, I'm an illustrator and an artist myself, and so I wanted to play with the transmedia element that I could handle.
And it was like singer, nope. Artist,
well, and illustration was a big part of the book as well, and it's a great way for me to explore my imagination, which sort of does some meta tie into Neverland. But I think initially he was gonna be a painter, and then he very quickly turned into a comic book artist because Sean also writes comic books. And then excuse me, and then at one of those times where we had a discussion of, as far as if we had $1 million to make it, he was going to be an animator, so we would have had that be a part of it, or like between episodes, animation. But
and then you were like, oh, what? That costs money?
Yeah. Just like, oh, what? That costs
you need money? You need money to make things? I didn't know that. Kim says, have you been recognized on the street for these roles, and how are you with people approaching you?
You know what's funny is that in LA, there are a lot of actors and not probably as many fans. So, not here, but when we went to VidCon, we did, which was super fun. And
Comic-Con.
And Comic-Con, which was super fun, because that's, a bunch of people from all over the country. A lovely, just joy to have people watch the show and know us. But no, it definitely doesn't happen in everyday life. In this city, we are like, everybody's an actor, sort of. So, I mean, the most we get is say, hey, I worked with you on something.
I always look at people and I'm like, I recognize you. Is it from
us being friends or from me watching you on TV?
I forget.
I want an app where I can just scan my phone across somebody's face, sort of, and it comes up with their IMDb page. So I'm like, oh, I'm not being a jerk.
And I want some mace so that I can spray you in the face when you put a phone in front of my face.
I can get away with it. I'll do it at the airport.
But to answer your other question, I'm good at it. If you approach me, I'm going to hug you though.
You
say hi.
Hug people. No, it's been great so far. We haven't had the stalker variety, anybody creepy. We've only had a lot of love and wonderful people come up and express the fact that they love the show, which, how are you going to not love hearing that? So yeah, it's been great so far.
Yay! Valerie says, what is your favorite episode?
Hi, Valerie.
Hi. I think 17 for me.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
17 is good. I also like 12. I'm a romantic sap, so I like those episodes.
It's fun. The dress is so pretty. That Mod Block dress, super fun. And the arc you get to have in that episode.
Yeah, well, it's so fun to play with this woman right here, and just she brings me to another level, which is fun. Kind of not necessarily. Probably I'm going to keep answering a question that's different.
Just keep telling other episodes.
Yeah, just either 26 of my favorite episodes are. But for me, probably the most interesting, I don't know if it was my favorite or like my least favorite because of this, was the episode 24. It like chewed me up. I was in a weird emotional state afterwards.
Yeah. Those brothers, man.
But it was like one of those acting moments where you're like, we went there.
That's good, sir. And we were under quite a bit of pressure because we were sort of just guerrilla shooting in front of somebody's house that we only kind of briefly, vaguely got permission for. So, yeah, I mean, that didn't happen. So there was a time crunch. And, magic hour was almost gone. We had to get the light.
You're right. We can get her to say things, Kyle.
Right.
See, filmmaking. That's how it's done. People know.
You're like, so, what exactly is happening in season 2 and 3? Grace wants to know how much of yourself shines through into your character of Peter Pan and vice versa. And I think this can obviously go for Wendy as well.
Hi, Grace. Well, it was interesting. It was fun to be a part of the creation process from the get-go because I got to sort of flavor this version of Peter Pan a lot. Because I am a romantic comedy nerd, that was a big part of the story we're telling. A lot of that got to come through. Like half of the lines that I've said, that Peter Pan said, are lines that Sean was quoting from my real life.
Oh,
so
no.
He was like plagiarizing me.
Oh.
I mean, you were not half, but it was sort of like. I have to be careful to say things around him because it'll appear in an episode.
In a script of some sort.
It's hard. I actually see myself as a half Peter, half Wendy.
A Pendy?
Well.
A wet winter.
Well, No, that would be.
That's shipping. Never mind. Go ahead.
So, I don't know. That's enough. You talk now.
I talking stick. Come here. I think that for any role, you have to have a lot of yourself come through for it to be believable or genuine. And you just kind of play up the parts of you that fit that character the most. So Wendy definitely has a lot of that quirkiness and ambition that I have, and she's probably even sweeter or more naive than I am. But there's enough to relate to that I just got to amplify the parts that I recognized in her, and then fall in love with her as a character, which comes up.
And everyone else fall in love with the characters, so that's good. Bex Key, says, "Are you guys coming over to the UK for any appearances?"
Hi, Bex. Again.
Yeah, we tweet her. Let's see. I think that the show is going to be in, is it Raindance? Raindance Film Festival. They've invited us. It's in September. I believe it's more of just a matter of if one or two of our team can make it over, because we have to cover the actual flight costs. So, and it's sort of like episodic season where all the TV shows are filming here, which makes it tricky. But we're checking and seeing. It's a possibility. If not, I love the UK. I studied there in London for a while, and Jenny goes over to UK sometimes, or one of our producers, and but who knows? I'm down for it. Let's go. I'm definitely going to go sometime this year with my family to Ireland and London.
I'm not. I don't.
I love.
But he says this, and then the next time he's going to sell some big painting and be like, I'm just going to go to London.
Calm yourself.
That's
Calm yourself.
Like Muppet arms.
Well, it's great because I get to watch myself do Muppet arms as I talk.
Forever on the internet, these will be GIFs or GIFs. Sorry, whatever one it is. So Kenneth says, "You are so good at both. Do you like doing comedy or drama better?"
Thanks, Kenna, and hi, Kenna.
I don't think you can like one more than the other. I mean, you can, but I don't think I do. I think it's that right left brain stuff and what you're a fan of, sort of you love doing too. It pulls different muscles in you.
It does. You know, and as an actor, you kind of need to, or it's good to do both.
Yeah.
And for me, the best drama has moments of comedy in it.
Yeah, because you can like laugh for a second and cry more. It depends who you're acting with too. Like this group in particular was good at both, so it was really fun to play that juxtaposition sometimes.
Yeah. But you know, I'm gonna, because the question asked me to pick one.
Pick one.
So I'm gonna go with drama.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've done improv and I don't enjoy it, and to me that would be like straight up just comedy.
Okay.
And I would be scared to do stand up.
Oh, it'd be fun, I think. Then I will take the other side of the ticket, and I will say comedy, because at least in a live situation, there is nothing like landing that well-timed comedic moment and just hearing the reaction and feeling the crowd come back at you with laughs. So.
You see him; he's going to change his answer.
Oh, fine, comedy. I pick comedy.
So I have a random question for you. What would be your weapon of choice during a zombie apocalypse, and how long would you survive?
Good random question.
Let's get real.
Well,
mine
yes.
would definitely be a bow and arrow, because my parents have an archery range in the backyard, and I feel like I could make enough arrows to last a really long time, and they have the range, and I look like an elf while shooting it. It's important. So I could have a really kick-ass post-apocalyptic outfit, and I'm pretty sure that I would last a while because I'm small and quick and crafty, and people don't expect that.
This is true.
I would pick a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
Then you gotta be so close, they're gonna bite the heck out of you.
Yeah.
That's the last resort weapon right there.
Well, but that would be like the thing I have, because what happens when you run out of arrows?
Well, I make more arrows out of all sorts of crazy shit because
Can you make one in like...
I'm stuck because...
Bleep. This is G-rated.
I'm sorry. Look, I'll be shooting pencils, whatever I can get. I'll whittle them.
Branches and rocks.
Yep.
I can't wait to see the zombie that you stop with a pencil.
You will see them because they will be dead, so you can get close and look.
Yeah.
It'd be like one of those really big pencils that they sell. You know, they have like the jumbo ones, so she's gonna use that.
And nobody's using those anymore. It's the apocalypse.
No.
So, I mean, I could use knives and just whatever you come across. You've got a broom handle over there. I could probably use that.
So you've got a magical bow that will shoot anything?
Look, you use what you got.
And you have a magical bow?
Just wait and see. There's Mad Max out there.
You see that trailer?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. We're actually coming to the end of this, which I'm very sad about. Can you make the funniest face possible for the viewers and just hold it for like 4.5 seconds?
That seems like a picture's gonna be taken. That seems like a trap.
No, nothing.
Heard traps.
It's not a trap.
To be fair, I would definitely win this contest because I have a
Her
lot
face
of...
is already funny? Ooh.
Okay?
Oh.
I have practice and a very animated face, but I've done a lot of ugly face contests with my friends. And
This sounds like you're stalling and trying to come up with a good one.
I have really good one. I just really don't know that I want it to be out there forever. Yes, I probably do. Are you going to do it?
What is
Just do it.
You have to do it at the same time.
What is your face?
It's really
I
bad.
have to do
It's
your
like,
face?
no, you just have to do your own ugly face.
That's what she's asking
Yeah,
us to do.
to do your own ugly face. You gonna do it?
No, she said funny.
No, she said funny is ugly, but ugly is funny. It's the same face. It's not like your pretty face.
I don't know.
Not like your duck face.
Okay, I
You're
don't.
gonna do like a good one, and then I'm gonna win. Okay, ready? I can't hold it that long because it hurts so much. I win. I can make my chin go.
No,
little-
I mean, yeah. You made a really ugly
I
face.
totally
Congratulations.
can.
Look at you, the winner of the ugly face award.
She is really excited that she won that, so we're gonna give it to her. We're just gonna give it to her. So
It doesn't even matter.
Ugly face contest.
oh. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It was a lovely surprise having you here, Paula. Yay. And I just wanted to remind everybody to head on over to BookTrib.com to enter to win an HD download of the entire first season. And that's about it.
And
Thanks so much, guys, again.
on Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Make sure to do that. We need more seasons, so help them out. Go.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.